Happy Monday. Happy trading. Nothing I'd rather be doing than trading these markets. Let's go over the stocks for today. Excuse me. First and foremost, we're trading bigger stocks. We're looking at Apple, Coin, Google, JPM, Visa, and Exxon now. Just more flow with bigger stocks. So we were looking at our past trading history, and it looks like we had won a lot more using higher price stocks. So we just decided to start using higher price stocks. So let's go to find the greatest flow. Here's Apple. No, I wouldn't say the greatest flow. Here's Coin. I wouldn't say the greatest flow. Here's Google. That's a pretty good flow. Here's JPM. It's a pretty good flow. There's Visa. There's a pretty good flow. There's Exxon. But then it goes up. I'd have to say Visa. Or Google would be my choice for greatest flow. That would have been a great stock to have gotten in. Now let's see what we did. We came to the market. Let's see. Is this the first? Yeah. 2, 6. So we got an Exxon first, and what happened to us was we saw a wide state on the 5-minute. We assumed that would be a wide state as well on the 2-minute, and the first bar we saw was this wide bar right here, this elephant bar. Now this elephant bar was leading into a flattish 200 on the 2-minute, but we saw nothing on the 5-minute blocking it. So we thought that this would still be able to go down here, but looking on the 5 and the 15-minute, we thought, hey, we're free for everything to go down as well. Now, as soon as we got in, it started going down, but then it reversed on us, reversed heavy on us, and then it went back down, which would have been a nice area for us to sell more into right here. And then take a profit right here. But as soon as we did that, once we were profitable, it went against us, and it went against us again. And then all of a sudden, we were looking elsewhere, and we had hit maximum loss per trade way up here. So we decided to get out the trade. Once it hit maximum loss per trade, if you're looking at it, it was a elephant bar off the 200, and you could have really played that a certain type of way, and it played out in that way, in which set the stop below, Maybe it would have stopped out here, but still, you got a flattish 200, elephant bar off of it. And then at this point, you're looking at color changes. So you had a color change here. You have railroad tracks right here between the 8 and the 20. You could have took this color change right here. Could have took this color change right here. Could have took this color change right here. And it just kept going up. It just kept going up. It just kept going up. And then eventually it flattened out. As soon as the 8 crossed over, it kind of flattened out. It's pretty much a flat. The flat space right now. And then it went up again. And then we got an elephant bar going down. Would have been nice to sell into this bar right here. We missed that. So it kept going down. We missed that next one. Third bar we tried to sell into it. That was a mistake right there. Just based upon the market flow, we should have just let it. We didn't want to catch it. If we don't catch it here, we're not going to catch it here. So just let it come back and then try to catch it on its next go around. It goes up, and then that would have been its next go around right about there. Right when we're selling is its next go around to go down. So had we waited until this crossed this bar, then set the stop here, we could have taken advantage of that and at least tried to get a new low or some type of positive trade on that. New low was possible. And that was pretty much the Exxon's day. Next, we traded Apple. So for Apple, we saw the first bar. Well, you can see, like, you want to look back even further realistically. Yesterday, it started to go below. And then this was the secondary move. So you're still moving. Keep in mind, this is a area. So you're moving off the 200. Had we been able to get into that bar a little bit sooner, it would have been a great sell. But we weren't able to get into that bar soon enough. So again, we'd do the exact same thing. We'd wait for the next period of time to be able to get into it. Right? Because we missed this opportunity. So we're going to wait for the pullback and then get in it next time. So it keeps going. We get a color change. This would have been the next opportunity to get in. And we could have ridden that one down. All the way down. Now, what we did is we missed this next opportunity as well. And then we tried to take the third opportunity right here. And it just didn't work out for us, and it stopped us out. So we tried to take this opportunity to continue it down, lower lows, but you'd already had 1, 2, 3. It felt like it was a little late, but we were trying. But if you look at the 5 minute, had you have waited until it was in a position of power, if you'd waited until it got a little bit closer to the 20, then it rode it down even further. And that would have been a fantastic trade as well. Our next trade, what we ended up doing is we saw a tail bar right here. And we bought the tail bar, multiple buys. And we ended up exiting here. For a profitable trade. But as soon as we exited right there, it went straight down. So our second lot, we didn't get a lot on it. But our first lot, we did get a lot. Now we're looking at both are flat on the 5 minute. Of course, you could have looked at this as a elephant bar, set to stop on the 2 minute, played this down, the 8. Then we got this right here. We looked at this as a bull 180 as a buy. And we anticipated the 8 was about to cross the 20. So we got into it. We got out here. And then we got out the second one here. Now, this seems like a wide state. So you'd want to play that up if you could. I would say, hey, this could be a tail bar. And you could play that up. Even if it doesn't go, it would have been a nice play to try. Then we get this large move here. We miss it until here. And of course, it's right into the 200. So we buy into the 200 and we get out early. Just because we didn't want it coming back on us. What we should have done is hey, we didn't catch the move. Wait till we get a color change. color change on the 20. Ride that up. That would have been a way better trade. Or even counted. I don't see another color change really. Maybe this one's a color change. And set the stop here. You probably would have got out here, got back in right here. Our next one's Visa. For Visa, here's the state, wrong color. Well, it was the right color. It was red, and then it went up green. It would have been a stop and reverse. And then this was red again. You would have been concerned. But then this took it out. Then you get a green bar right here. Right on position 1. You buy into position 1. Position 1. And you ride it all the way. And then you get this right here. Elephant bar. Takes out all of this. We sell right here. We get out here. That's a little soon. But it looks like that's all it's going to give you. Looks like you could have got more if you would have got here, but I mean, that's to each his own. We thought we got another elephant bar, bear. Sold right here. Set the stop. Got out immediately. And Visa is just going up all day. Next stop was Coin. So with Coin, you have a narrow state. You drop here, wrong color. Well, position 1, position 2. If you thought this was a position 3, maybe that'd be the right color. But you'd wait for it to go above there or above here. Buy. Set the stop. That would have knocked you out. Now you have a tail bar right here. Above that tail bar, buy. You can only expect 50%. Get out. Elephant bar. Wipes out all this. Sell. Probably get out. We did a buy here, thinking that that was a bear 180, bull 180, and the 8 was about to cross over. We got out quickly, a little too quickly. Could have gotten more. That would have been a elephant bar sell. Set the stop. We thought this was going to be a bear or a bull. Well, that was just going to be an elephant bar. Took out everything here. But as soon as we got it, it took everything. We got a bear 180. Probably should have sold on this, but we didn't. And we got this elephant bar. Coin's a pretty expensive stock, so couldn't just buy into it. Had to wait. As soon as we got the range above here, we bought, and we got out immediately just because we didn't want it to come back on us. But of course, had we have not, it would have went up for us. And then JPM. So JPM, narrow state. Narrow state. Elephant bar. Not elephant bar, but tail bar. Buy into it. Would have been a great trade. Elephant bar clearing. Would have got out. Elephant bar clearing. Got out early. Same elephant bar as all of them. Couldn't play all of them at the same time. This would have been the buy. Rode that up. And we didn't play Exxon, Apple, Visa, Coin. We didn't play Google. So Google. narrow state, perfect elephant bar off the start. That was a sell. That's a sell. Position 1. That's a buy. Set the stop. Got out of it. Those are all the stocks for today. I'll see you tomorrow.